So on this question, we are trying to figure out, I'll read it real quick. What affects how often a student attends lab? Does the instructor or the time of day make a bigger difference, or their interaction? So basically, as you look at this chart they've got here, they're keeping track of how many people attended lab. Like 23 people attended lab for instructor number one. It basically looks like four instructors, instructor 1, 2, 3, 4, and then repeats them 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's two different times, like time 1 and time 2. If you look up here, it says the time of day levels are 1 for afternoon and 2 for evening. And the lab instructors are 1 for Elizabeth, 2 for James, 3 for Maria, 4 for Raphael. So those are the 4 different lab instructors, and the times of day are 1 and 2, evening, afternoon or evening. So anyway, what effect? So if a school is trying to figure out, hey, how can we get the most students to come to lab? Is it matter who the instructor is? Is it more important what time of day is it? Or is it some kind of interaction between the two? So they kept a record. They said, hey, 23 students attended instructor one's lab in time 1. That'd be the afternoon. 20 people came to instructor one's lab in, that's the same situation. So that must be a different section of that instructor's class. So that instructor number 1, again, afternoon, must be like a Monday, Wednesday, and a Tuesday, Thursday. They had 20 in their other section. And then instructor 2 here had 26 in both his or her sections in the afternoon. Instructor 3 had 25 and 27 in his or her 2 sections that were in the afternoon. Instructor 4 had 29 and 25. Then back to instructor 1. Why are we back to instructor 1 here? Well, because that person had 21 and 20 in the evening. This is 2 sections that instructor had in the evening, maybe Monday, Wednesday evening, and Tuesday, Thursday evening, etc. So basically, what affects? So we're trying to figure out what affects lab attendance more: instructor, or time of day, or kind of interaction between the two. How are we gonna do this? Well, this is analysis of variance. It's two-way ANOVA. That's the section we're in here. If I go up to the top, you can see we're in two-way ANOVA, but you would know even on an exam, right, that this is two-way ANOVA. Why? Because there's 2 factors affecting things: instructor and time of day. So that's two-way ANOVA. So how are we going to do it? Well, we're going to use Google Sheets. So I'm going to go out there, Google Sheets, type in Google Sheets on your search engine, come down, click on Google Sheets, which is a free resource. I'm going to go to Sheets here. And then I'm going to choose a blank. Now, you might have to log into your Google account. I'm already logged in. But if you're not logged in, you have to log in. If you haven't made one before, you can make a free Google account. It's free for everybody. And click on a blank spreadsheet, Google Sheet. Click on that. And here's a spreadsheet. Now, you could also do this in Microsoft Excel. If you happen to have Microsoft Excel, that's even a little quicker. But I know not everybody has that. But everybody can access Google Sheets, at least on a computer, a laptop or desktop. It's free of charge. It doesn't seem to work well on mobile devices, but anyway, so I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go to C3. That's where I like to start. C3. I'm going to highlight that, go back to the question, and I'm going to have to put in all the information. Now, notice I'm going to go 23 to, I'm just going to grab, I can't do that. I'm going to have to type them one at a time. This is going to be tedious. Okay, so I'm going to type these 23 and 20. So I'll come back here and go 23 and 20. I type those up. Now, what are those? That is instructor 1. And then next I'm going to do instructor 2. And that'll be 26, 26. So I'll come back. Fortunately, I can't highlight more than one, 26, 26. So over here, I'm going to go instructor 1. If I can get back to the problem. Well, it's going to have to type it in. This is in instructor. So you're going to have to type in your own information here, and then I'll copy that. Control copy. I held down Control and hit C. Highlight this. You can hold down Control and hit V for paste. Or you can go up to the editor. That'll copy and paste as well. But I'm gonna make this come up here. I can change it to 2, instructor 2. And down here, I'm gonna paste again. Come up here, make that instructor 3. Come down here, paste again. Every 2, notice. This will be instructor 4. Now, if you have more data than just 2, then you'll have more data there. So I'm going to come back over, type in these numbers. What are they? 26. So 25, 27 are the next 2. 25, 27. And instructor 4 is 29, 25 right here. 29, 25. 29-25. And all of that is for the afternoon class. Over here, there's the evening. Now I'm going to grab the two numbers for instructor 1 for the evening. That would be for the evening. That's right, it's these two. So that's instructor 1 in the evening, time 2, 21:20. So that's 21:20. And then next I want these two. This is instructor 2 in time 2, the evening, 21:26. Come down here. Here we go for instructor 3 in the evening, 22:26. And finally, instructor 4 in the evening, right? Instructor 4 in the time 2, which is evening, 29:29. 29:29. Okay, so there we go. So there's our data. And so we're wondering what affects things. So how we're going to do is you have to come up here under extensions and you got to click add-ons. If you don't already have Excel Minor Analysis Toolpack down here, I've already got it because I've already downloaded it. But if you don't, you click on add-ons, say get add-ons. And when this pops up, go up to the search and go Excel. There it is, Minor Analysis Toolpack. That's the one you want. Click on that. It'll pop up right here. Click on that. Mine's already installed, and you can install it for free. And once that's installed, then you'll find it up here under extensions. Extensions, there it is, Excel Minor Analysis Toolpack. Come over here, click Start. And it pops up. Now you want to choose a NOVA two-factor with replication. Replication means we have more than one number in each block, right? So we have like two numbers right here, and then two numbers right here, and two numbers, that are both instructor 3 afternoon sections, right? So we have, so that's with replication. Click on that. Now input range. So you have to highlight. Notice where I'm going to highlight. I'm going to put my cursor down right there and drag it to the bottom. So that brings in all the, and then click. So just click on the upper left corner, the blank, and hold it down to here. And release it, and come over here and click, and it just puts in. See how it's going from B2 all the way down to D10. Put all that. Now, the common mistake is to only go right here and just say, okay, I got it. I'll know you missed the titles. Up here, you got to have the titles for the top and the titles for the side. That won't work. So that's why you got to start in a blank, upper left corner blank, and go like that, getting the titles in the top and the side. Okay, now rows per sample, that's 2 for me. What does that mean? That means there's 2 items in each sample. There's 2 items for instructor 1 in the afternoon, 2 items for instructor 2 in the afternoon, 2 items for instructor 3 in the afternoon, 2 items for instructor 4 in the afternoon, 2 items for instructor 1 in the evening, 2 etc. There's 2 for each category. That's what this rows per sample is. Alpha, 0.05, check your alpha. Come over here, what's my alpha? I don't know. There it is. Significance level, 0.05. Yeah, so mine's 0.05. If yours is different, 0.02, 0.01, whatever, then change it right here. Now, output range, where do you want that to go? Well, mistake a lot of people make is they'll click right here and it'll put in some crazy thing. You don't want that. Erase that. Click over here, somewhere to the right, or you can put it down below. It's where it's going to spit your output. So I highlight it right there and then click on this box, F2. That's a good place to put my output. So it's ready to go. I click OK. It does all the analysis. I come on down here. What I really care about is right here at the bottom. Right here at the very bottom. I want these. I want these F values and P. Those are the 6 numbers I really care about. The F values and the P values for sample, column, interaction. This is A, B, C. So let's go back to the question now. Okay, so first off, it starts with instructor. Instructor is what I put on the left, right? I put instructor on the left over here. So instructor is on the left. So that's A. So over here is factor A. Like you could write factor A, instructor, if you want to. You don't have to. Factor A, instructor, and up here, factor B, time. You don't have, it doesn't matter. It's just for your own decoration. But anyway, A is going to be instructor, B is going to be time. So that means when I go down to my output here, I scoot back over. There we go. This is A. If it helps, you can write A, instructor. It helps you remember. And B, time. And so, so if they want an F value, that right there, there's the F value for instructor. I'm going to highlight that cell. I'm going to right click and copy, or you can just come up here and copy. And I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to paste that F value for instructor. Control V, I hit Control V, hold down the control and hit V. See if that's right. Yeah, it's coming out right good. Now P value for instructor. What's P value? Right there. And you can just copy. Oops, edit, copy. Come back over here and Control V, paste it. Let's see if it's right. Yep, that's the P value for instructor. Now, time of day. Come back over here. So time, F value. I'm going to right click and copy. Come back over here, paste. Control, hold on, Control, hit V. Yep, that's right. Now, P value for time of day. So here's P value for time. Right click, copy. Come back over here, Control V. Paste, that's right. And now F value for interaction between the two. So that's interaction, see right here, interaction, F value, right click, copy, come over here, paste, so that's right, yep. So I have the answers right here, it's helpful to check. And then there, P value for the interaction, right click, copy, come back over, paste, let's see if it's right, yes. Okay, so we got all those values correct. Now we can answer the question, which, if any, of the effects were significant? In other words, what mattered? What mattered? Well, anytime a p-value is less than your alpha, right? My alpha was 0.05. Anytime a p is low, that thing matters. So what was low? Here's a low p-value, 0.01. That's a low p-value. Here's a p-value 0.4. So what's that? So this p-value is low. What is that? Instructor. So the instructor seems to matter. Which teacher affects how many people show up to lab? And the next p-value is time of day. That 0.43, that's not a very low p-value. So that doesn't matter. Time of day doesn't seem to make a difference. How about this p-value here? That's the interaction between instructor and time of day. That doesn't seem to matter either. Like, we really like instructor 2 at night or something like that. No, there's no interaction. So the only thing that seemed to matter on mine anyway is the instructor. So main effect for instructor, A. That's all there is. You could have B, you could have the interaction or none. So mine was A. And so the trick was making your Google Sheet like that. So I had to, they were giving this table in a form that didn't really work very well. We had to break it up. So again, how did I do it? I put instructor on the left, instructor 1, 2, 3, 4, and afternoon, evening, the time on the top, like that. So I made that table. I took this kind of table and fit it into one factor on the left, one factor on the top, instructor on the left, and time on the right. And that made it work. And so there we go.